belong to a group called Southeast Louisiana Gumbo. We formed ourselves about 3 years ago. It's a marketing consortium of 10 parishes that surround the capital city of Baton Rouge. And we do a lot of marketing venues together to promote Louisiana, promote our region and the entire state. And we have joined forces with Amtrak to promote the capital region, to promote train travel to our state. With the cost of gasoline, the problems you have with airfare, with luggage and that type of thing, we thought what better way than to have people come to Louisiana on the train. And so we have formed this group, and we're going to be traveling to 3 different cities on the Amtrak route to promote our region and the state of Louisiana, as well as our great seafood, all of our culture, history, everything we can possibly offer in our state. Today we are in Hammond, and this is our first stop. This is where we're beginning our journey, and we'll be going to Jackson, Mississippi tonight, and tomorrow we will host a reception there tomorrow in the Amtrak station. And we're inviting all media and travel and tour operators and anyone related to the tourism industry. From there, we board the train tomorrow night and we head to Memphis, and we do it all over again tomorrow and the next day in Memphis. And then we return back to Hammond on Thursday. And then in 2 weeks, we head for Chicago, and we'll be doing the same thing in the Chicago Amtrak station. This is a 10-parish consortium, and we start on the west side of the river with Point Capee Parish and West Baton Rouge. And then we move along the I-55 corridor with St. Helena, West Feliciana, East Feliciana, Tangipahoa. Then we drop over to Livingston Parish, and then we go I-10, Baton Rouge, and Ascension Parish. Have I gotten anybody?
Washington, St.
Washington
Helena,
Parish, yes.
East
Forgot
West
Washington
Louisiana,
Parish.
yeah.
It's a great corridor if you're traveling, if you're a tourist. You can go into Baton Rouge by train. I mean, you'll go into Baton Rouge by car from Hammond. You can visit all of us. We're all within 2 hours of each other. So you can come and stay with one of us and visit the rest of us in a week's time and just see all kinds of things, everything from swamps to museums. You can go to Baton Rouge, see the capital city. If you want to venture into New Orleans, just a couple hours drive and you can be in the city of New Orleans, but you can still get back to one of our locations. We have great restaurants, golfing, the waterways in Livingston.
A lot of things off the beaten pathway. And
Right.
this kind of came, I guess, into fruition when we traveled together, representing our different parishes, but as a whole we were representing this region. And so we said, they have Louisiana North, which is a Shreveport area. Southwest Louisiana has another group, and Alexandria, I think, has a group. So we said, well, what better than to get these parishes together? Some of the smaller rural parishes, we help them out because they do not have the resources that we do. And of course, our big goal is, once again, to get people off the interstates, to get them from New Orleans to come up and visit the rest of the Louisiana culture.
Right.
And of course, it's worked out quite well. Sharon was once again the brainchild of the cookbook, which has been phenomenal.
Cookbooks are so popular. When we go back a second year to the same show, people will line up and wait for that second edition of our cookbook. We're now in our 3rd edition of the cookbook.
All the parishes turned in some of their favorite food, and of course, we Louisianians know if you want to touch somebody's heart and soul, you start with their stomach. So the Gumbo group, that's how it kind of came to be. And this is the kickoff. This is a huge thing. Amtrak is one of the largest, or the largest passenger train carriers. And of course, we're touching on that. East Baton Rouge, we're going to try to get the word out. We'll have, tens of thousands of bowlers coming next year for the Bowling Congress. And once again, to get them to come through Hammond on the train and get them into Livingston, as far as West Baton Rouge, up in the East Felicianas. That is our goal, to let them experience Southeast Louisiana and not just necessarily New Orleans. Livingston Parish is very proud to be part of this first and foremost train rally with my tourism friends, and hope that great things will come out of this. I believe they will, as we travel across the United States, letting people see a little bit of our true resources and fun times here in South Louisiana. For more information for Livingston Parish Convention and Visitors Bureau, our tourism department, it's visit livingstonparish.com. Go to our webpage. Once again, you can go to Southeast Louisiana Gumbo. I believe it's SCLA Gumbo.com, and both of those are linked together.